Now, while we're doing this, I'm going to record a video reviewing a beer that I haven't had for almost 5 years. Welcome, folks, over there, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Welcome there, Hangouts. This is Sierra Nevada Stout. Has anyone had this?
No, I saw this actually the other day when I bought the 1050 at Rouse's. I saw that there, and I was like, let me see.
It's the cheapest price.
I think I'll go to 1050.
Yeah, well, that's an extraordinary beer. This beer is the cheapest price, but look, it's been out for like 30 years, and they were talking about it on the web. Let me see on their website. And here's some interesting things. And Maria loves this like style stuff, as we know. And this is what they're saying. Well, when I had this beer before, I loved it. Now, it says big, rich, and bold. It is 5.8% alcohol, 15.4% degrees Plato. That's beginning gravity. Ending gravity is 5.0 degrees Plato. But
for big, rich, and bold, I guess we do the duck face.
the bitter,
big, rich, and bold, yes, sirree.
The bitterness units are 50. Now, they're using 2-row pale, Munich, caramel, carafa, black, chocolate, and roasted barley malts. The bittering hops are Bravo, and the finishing hops are Cascade and Yakima Golding. Now, there's an interesting little article here about Stout versus Porter. And I know you all know what that means. They said at one time, Stout meant any beer that was strong. You remember, John, the old photos of the Old English 600 Stout malt liquor, right? So
I've seen that. Yes, I have. One of your photos.
And I have these kidney beans with sausage and cheese. Now, Stout is almost always concerning, talking about a stout porter ale. Isn't that a beautiful looking item here?
Like the head, yes.
Very nice.
They said barley, and then they talk about specialty malt. Malted barley generally falls into two camps, base and specialty. And there's a big thing about that, which is fascinating for people that are into brewing. And then there is something about the American style. So I'm not going to drag this out. The aroma on this beer. Oh, had any of y'all had this? John said no. John said no.
Never had none. Never had it.
I haven't either.
Oh, that is so malty, and it has, I wanted to say sourness, but it's got to be a yeastiness. It's a bready yeastiness. It's a, remember they used to make Roman meal bread? And you may have had Roman meal, I don't know.
I remember Roman meal. I used to take that to feed the swans. That was ages ago.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that stuff, gosh, in over 20 years.
Well, do you like dark roasted but yet not burnt barley malt? About 3 out of 5 sugar cubes on the sweetness scale, and about almost 4 out of 5 hop cones on bitterness. This is bitter, but it's not, this is a stout, right? So they've got a lot of bitterness in it to balance out that sweetness. It's got a velvety smoothness. It's a medium to heavy mouthfeel. It's velvety. Look at that lacing on this beer. And
that's drinking gorgeous. That's exactly what they mean by a beautiful presentation. Look at how that's drinking. Lovely.
Smooth, nice, easy flowing, yes.
And
just pleasurable. That's a nice beer.
The finish is mellow, and you know how those stouts will sometimes have like a powdery dryness? But not super powdery, but this beer, if this isn't an A+, I don't think there's an A+ stout. Is California like known for stouts? I don't know about all that, but this is fabulous. And it could, of course, it could be coming from Carolina, couldn't it? Mills River, North Carolina. But for the price you're going to pay, which is very low, I would highly recommend this. It's like a chocolate malt, a shake, but with alcohol. It's milky, but there's no milk in it. I'm so glad I revisited it after almost 5 years, and that bitterness is just there all along, but it's never harsh. But it lets you know that it's hanging around. Now, I know it's going to go well with these onions, these kidney beans, and all this sausage. And now, so let me cut this camera off. I'm going to rate this an A+. Laissez les bon temps rouler. If this company doesn't know what they're doing, no company knows what they're doing.
Multitasking.
I'm multitasking. Eating, reviewing, hanging out. And y'all come on down to New Orleans.